I hate my wife, but I may never get a chance to divorce her. Before you jump down my throat, let me give some backstory to this situation. I, 28 male, have my wife, Amber, 28 female, and we've been married for the last 10 years. Today, I woke up in the morning, grabbed her out of bed, showered her, wiped her ass, fed her, and then sat her inside of her favorite chair with her favorite show playing. My wife, for all
I don't
intents
know
and
what you're
purposes,
saying.
is a shell, a body of the person that she used to be. A year and a half ago, my wife got into a tragic car accident. She got hit in a T-bone collision going 75 while running a red light. I stopped loving my wife 2 months ago.
How could you hate such a harmless human being at this point? But hey, man's got his reasons. Let's see.
Let's go.
Ready?
Yes.
And I know what you might be thinking, it was because she was in a vegetable state. No, that was not it. I still loved my wife inside of that state and took care of her every single day. I still take care of her every single day. The reason I hate my wife was because of what I found in her phone. I was going to do a collage of our relationship and put it inside of our room to show how commemorative we are together. All the trips we took together, all the places we have been, everything we have visited on my dime because I loved her and I cared for her and I wanted her to have the best things in the world. Well, when I went into her phone, I kind of saw some messages from the exact day of the accident. It pretty much was, hurry up. Where are you? I need you right now. I'm on the way. I love you.
So right there, you know she got in an accident trying to what? Creep. She was trying to creep, man. And at the end of the day, you don't owe her nothing. I'm sorry. I don't care if she's in a vegetable state right now. And that might sound insensitive, but at the end of the day,
Karma's a
but obviously he's still doing it. He said he showered her and did all that stuff for her now. Now, hopefully he gets to see this. Hopefully you get to see this. But I'm going to be honest, you are not obligated to nothing at all.
yeah.
At all. At absolutely
Once
nothing.
you find out any truth behind anything that they did wrong,
It's not
that's
that.
it.
When she was up and capable and not wheeling away to her little escapades,
She can't even will away right now. Like that's
let's
what's
be real
sad.
with it.
That's
No,
what's
no, no, no.
sad.
But no, that's not even sad. The fact that why are you supposed to feel bad for her when at your most vulnerable, she didn't feel bad for you?
Yeah.
She was rushing to her date. She was rushing to get her off. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it moving.
Oh my goodness.
I had trouble getting away from him. Who's him? I'm him. I looked at the phone and I was shocked. I've never seen this name before, but after scrolling through the messages, I saw pictures, I saw videos, I saw things that I couldn't even get her to do with me.
Okay, hell nah. Sorry. I could look at you in a wheelchair over there and I'm like, you did that with who? With what? I am him. I would have said that at the beginning. I would have went to what? I am him. Sorry, shorty. Like you done messed up. I don't care, bro. I don't care who says this is messed up because at the end of the day, he has no obligation to this woman because when she was up and going, she was going.
And you're finding out the truth.
In Barbados, I couldn't even get her to do with me. In Japan, I'm sitting there like, wait, we went all over the world, and you did this next door. You did this down the street. You did this a block away. Okay, this is ridiculous. So I had to see who the man was. I had to find him. I had to know who was this great man. And I went to his page and I saw he was inside of a relationship. He got into a relationship 2 days after my wife's accident, after the lady that he was smashing on got put into a military situation, got vegetabilized. I can't believe it.
So basically, you were the side piece of the side piece. That's what you became. You became the side piece of the side piece, which is basically the fat that you cut off the meat. That's what she was trying to do. She thought she was going to cut you off because she was more interested in what he was doing, even though you was doing everything you was supposed to do, it seems like. But this is only one side of the story. Let's be real with it. Let's keep it moving.
Can't believe it. Somebody that loved you with all of their heart, that would take care of you every single day while you were sick, you don't love, you're not there for, you won't do these things for, but somebody that will leave you 2 days after your accident, somebody that won't give a second fuck if you're okay after your accident, that's the person you love? So you know what her favorite show is? Every single day, I sit her down in front of the TV and I show her that he didn't give a fuck about her. And I make her watch as he
didn't give a fuck. So honestly, you could tell it's painful for this man.
I can see it in his face.
But let's be real with it, man. At the end of the day, you owe her nothing.
No, you don't.
Absolutely zero.
I'm sorry that you had to find out like this.
Take them screenshots. Take them receipts, man.
He took you all over the world because that's probably what... Barbados, Japan. Come on now, that's not cheap.
Japan, damn, man. You lucky if you going to Philly.
My wife cheated on me and my daughter is trying to talk me out of divorce. The reason she gave broke my heart. I'm seriously thinking about staying with my wife after the conversation I just had with my daughter. I recently found out that my wife of 20 years was having a 2-year long affair with her most recent ex. I was completely hurt over this and I started divorce proceedings. Obviously, this has been hard on our 4 children, but I cannot spend the rest of our life with somebody I cannot trust. For context, before we got married, my wife's family, they had money. I'm talking money, bucks, loaded money. And they forced me to sign a prenup before we even got married.
So that right there tells you your wife or her parents respect you as a man or what you could provide.
Yep.
But it seems like the most deepest thing you could provide is what? Companionship. At the end of the day, it has nothing to do with money. Now, if you leave her, I see where you're caught up in your conundrum. But listen, never stay with somebody because of kids.
Please.
And I know it sounds insensitive and all of that, but let me explain to you. Kids don't know what's going on. They just know what they feel.
Yeah.
And they project that. You know what I'm saying? But you, as a grown person, should know what's right and what's wrong. Where kids don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what you've seen. They don't know how you felt when you seen it. They don't know the heartbreak you've been through. So at the end of the day, what you have to do is disassociate yourself with that feeling and live your life. Otherwise, you were going to live a miserable life.
I had no problem signing the prenup. I love my wife. But since then, the family has lost pretty much all of their money due to bad investments and straight up stupidity. Just bad decisions. My wife was a stay-at-home mother for the majority of my marriage. Our youngest child is 19 years old, and because of the prenup, she can't get any alimony. In short, my wife's decision ruined the rest of her whole life. The only thing we own together is our house, and while it's paid off, my wife will not be able to afford the upkeep. So she will effectively be homeless if she stays inside of the house and I leave. I have no intention of giving her any type of support for any reason at all. She knows this, and since serving my wife divorce papers, I have went completely no contact with her, as my lawyer advised. But now she's playing dirty. She's doing some diabolical things by getting the children involved. We have 2 boys, 23 and 21, and 2 girls, 25 and 19. And my wife has been pleading with them to get me to halt the divorce proceedings and try to do counseling instead. After I told my children, I do not want any type of thing, and I do not try and want to waste my life with a woman that I cannot trust. They essentially backed off. All of them except for my oldest, Christy. She's very close to her mother and can't imagine life where her parents aren't married. Christy tells me that her mother realizes her mistake and will do whatever it takes to make things right.
No,
Because
your mama only realizes this shit because, like, she's in the state that she's in.
she's in the state she's in and nobody else will wipe her ass.
Because I'm sorry, but, like, if something like that happened, me and you talk about this all the time.
Well, I passed the gas and I feel something wet in my diaper. So, hey, Man, maybe you should wipe up right now.
She says that I owed it to the family to work things out. I refused, and I told her that it wasn't her place to make those type of demands. Since then, Christy only talks to me when she's sobbing and asking me not to destroy the family. I understand that this is hard for her, and I offered to pay for therapy. She said that there wouldn't be anything to cope with if I wasn't trying to divorce her mother. Christy then said to me the real reason why she is so abruptly sad and sobbing. She has stated that my wife has confided in her that she will indeed be hanging out with the chandelier if I do leave her. She has started taking too many meds and she's going to go through with it in that direction. Christy also added that my wife said that she will let me cheat on her with whoever I want if I stay with her. She went on to say if I go through this and my wife does end up leaving, she will never speak to me again and convince the other kids to never speak to me again as well. What should I do? Hi, my name is Jonathan Moss.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you like this, bro. That's your wife speaking, not your daughter. I'll tell you that right now. That's not your kid speaking. At the end of the day, I've been through it, man. I got custody of my kids, bro. And let's be real. If you can show where she basically broke trust, you good, you gravy. It don't matter if she rolls up in a freaking damn ambulance.
Yep.
The judge should not feel bad, but depending on what state you in. If it's one of them woke states, then I mean, come on, you cooked. But that being said, man, what do y'all think? Pull up in the comments.